I forgot to unmute myself. Bonjour à tous. Welcome. How are you today? I am Eva Risani. I am your host. Welcome to another episode of the Language Maven. It's a pleasure for me to be with you today. I am so sorry because it is not live. It's due to unforeseen circumstances, but I didn't want to miss an opportunity to share this with you. So let me start with a saying. I was very inspired and I just thought that I would share that with you. The beauty of learning new words lies in the way they expand your world. With each word, you gain a new color to paint the canvas of your thoughts. Isn't it beautiful? I still can't believe that I came up with this, but I wanted to inspire you too. Languages are so beautiful and they are so powerful. And when we learn to use them, we become so much more than we thought we could be. So, once again, welcome to this new episode of the Language Maven. And this is it's not a long episode, it's very quick, especially when there's no live interaction. But I know that this is going to be very useful because you will learn and expand your vocabulary. So, let's just go with the flow and let's start. So let's start with a French expression. I thought of this: faire couler beaucoup d'encre. Have you heard of that expression before? What do you think it means? Faire couler beaucoup d'encre. You know, couler is like to flow, encre is like ink. So, what could this mean? Remember what I always say: you cannot translate an expression literally. It has a meaning, in a context. So let's look at this again. Faire couler beaucoup d'encre. So in French, it means une nouvelle ou un événement qui suscite beaucoup de commentaires. Exemple. You know, we've been talking about Gabon quite a lot, and I am from Gabon, so that's why I thought of that example. Les élections au Gabon ont fait couler beaucoup d'encre. Can you guess what it means? Les élections au Gabon ont fait couler beaucoup d'encre. Can you guess what it means? Vous donnez votre langue au chat? You remember that expression that we saw a few weeks ago? Do you give in? All right, so let's see. Possible translation, or the idea, is lead to extensive media coverage or to be widely discussed. I could also give you another example. Le mariage de Prince Harry et Meghan Markle a fait couler beaucoup d'encre. You understand the idea? So it led to extensive media coverage. It was widely discussed. Faire couler beaucoup d'encre is an expression that you can use a lot. Now, let's go to another expression, but this time in English. Under the weather. I remember the first time I learned that expression. I was like, what does this mean? I mean, I'm a French speaker. I am not from France because a lot of people think that because you speak French, you are French. No. I am from a country where French is one of the national languages. So I speak French, and also I spent many years in France, but it doesn't mean that I am French, like that my nationality is French. So as a French speaker, at the first time I heard that expression, I was like, what is this? It's a beautiful expression. And when you learn what it means and when you learn how to use it, you will want to find opportunities to use it all the time. I do. So, under the weather, it means feeling sick. Example, I am feeling under the weather. I'm feeling under the weather. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel well. So, what will be a possible translation? Ne pas être dans son assiette. Ha, here again, another expression that you can use in French. Exemple, je ne suis pas. Ah, I made a mistake. I forgot something here, and let me correct it. It should say, je ne suis pas dans mon assiette. There you go. And I will share it again with you now. Voilà. Ne pas être dans son assiette, je ne suis pas dans mon assiette. Je ne me sens pas bien. So it was under the weather, feeling sick. Example, I am feeling under the weather. And we are done. It's a wrap for today. So don't forget that on the 30th of September, we will be celebrating the International Translation Day. And on the occasion, Dr. Alice Lille and I will touch on social cohesion and language practices. So don't miss it. And it was, for me, a pleasure to be your host today. Please don't hesitate to share your comments, share your examples. If you want to learn a new expression or a new word, the best way is to use it. So look for ways and opportunities to use those words or expressions. And do not be scared to make mistakes, because I always say that it is by making mistakes that we learn. But at least you try. If you don't try, you will not learn and you will not know. All right. I wish you a fantastic day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again. Au revoir. Bonne journée.